When I look back at my journey, it still surprises me how far the work has taken me. I never planned for titles or achievements. I only knew that in 1988, when I stepped into the world of capoeira for the first time, something in my spirit woke up. I did not imagine that one day I would be still walking this path, 37 years later, carrying capoeira across countries, cultures, and generations. My life has been a long conversation between movement, culture, and identity. I studied capoeira the way some people study languages or philosophy. Because for me, it was never just a martial art. It was a way to understand people, to understand history, to understand where I fit in the world. Over the years, I brought these lessons with me to every place I taught: the United States, Korea, Southeast Asia, and eventually Japan, where my life took deeper root. In 1999, I founded Capoeira Zoador Tokyo with nothing more than a few students and a belief that Afro-Brazilian culture deserved a place to grow in Japan. By 2003, my wife and I opened Japan's first full-time Brazilian Cultural Arts Academy. I didn't know if it would succeed. Tokyo is competitive. It's a city where cultural work is never simple. Yet, through consistency, patience, and a quiet persistence, the academy grew. It became a home for capoeira, dança afro, percussion, orisha movement, cultural education, and most importantly, community. Teaching was never just about techniques. It was about guiding people through identity, discipline, confidence, and emotional maturity. Over the years, students became teachers, teachers became leaders, and the work spread across Japan, Korea, Thailand, and beyond. This is why I created the Mestre Vibes Mentorship Platform, to offer the deeper guidance that goes beyond the roda. Today, it holds more than 120 podcast episodes and over 50 long-form mentorship modules dedicated to what I call the non-tangible arts: leadership, emotional intelligence, cultural grounding, and professional transformation. My entrepreneurial path grew naturally out of the same impulse. If there was a cultural gap, I tried to fill it. Festivals, workshops, events, shows, kids programs, podcasts, cultural projects, and digital platforms. I learned how to sustain an academy in one of the most expensive cities in the world, how to build long-term community, and how to create opportunities for others to grow. The artist in me always moved quietly beneath the surface. I founded my performance life with the Shango professional show that was sponsored by the Japanese Ministry of Education. I collaborated with national theaters and Brazilian artists and directed hundreds of shows. I recorded CDs to preserve traditional songs. I choreographed orisha movement and capoeira performances that honored both ancestry and the present moment. My creativity also expanded into fashion. Since 2000, when I bought my first silkscreen printer, I have printed more than 10,000 garments. Boa fashion became a small but meaningful extension of my cultural vision. Wearable art blending Afro-Brazilian identity, Japanese street style, and the energy of capoeira. My academic path has always supported the cultural work. I earned my master's in international relations at Waseda University, focusing on race, identity, and the globalization of Afro-Brazilian culture in Japan. Before that, I completed all the coursework for the Master's in Latin American Studies at San Diego State University, with a deep specialization in Afro-Latino culture, Afro-Brazilian identity, music, and history. I have presented at major academic conferences and contributed research to discussions on diaspora, intercultural exchange, and identity formation in East Asia. My greatest formal milestone came in 2010 when I earned the title of Mestre after decades of practice, service, and responsibility. But I always say the same thing. A title only matters if you live its meaning every day. My life isn't perfect. I have made mistakes, learned lessons, and grown along the way. What I am proud of, it's the consistency, the dedication, the love of the art, the commitment to community. People sometimes ask how I moved across so many cultures. The answer is simple. I learned to listen, and that's why I speak multiple languages: English, Spanish, Portuguese, and enough Japanese to teach, mentor, and guide my community. Languages are tools, but listening is the real bridge. Today, after 37 years of capoeira, I feel like a student. The work continues, the mission continues, and every project, every class, every performance, every mentorship session carries the same intention: to honor the culture that shaped me and to pass it forward with integrity, humility, and ashe.